Hey Sag, and welcome to my channel. My name's Alicia. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel, for liking, for subscribing if you have. So Sag, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let's pull an overall energy for you, for what's going on with you at this current time, Sagittarius. What energy is surrounding you? These readings are timeless because when you receive them, it's when they're meant for you. I don't even want to get into times and dates. I just can't. It's not how my spirit guides want to work with me. So you get them when you get them because they're meant for you, okay? So Spirit, what message do you have for Sag? And it says, move forward, Sagittarius. The energy is moving forward, and it's the number 23, so that's a 5. So there's change happening. There's movement happening with you right now. So that's great. Let's pull an animal energy card to see, what animal are you? What's going on with my Sag? Who's my Sag in this energy animal deck for the month? What energy is surrounding my Sag? Let's see. That one flew out. Rabbit. The rabbit. So the rabbit mind, because that's what it is. It's when we're out of focus, because maybe there's something that we want in the future, but our rabbit mind is telling us, no, we can't have that. That's too hard. Keep yourself back. You don't want to be seen too much. What are other people going to think about this? What are they going to say? That's what the rabbit is, but we can read it specifically. I want to just read it real quick to see if there's anything I'm missing from that energy. It's when, you're kind of afraid or overwhelmed, or you might feel stuck and frozen. So maybe you're not moving forward. Maybe the energy is stagnant for you, or maybe there's a fear of moving out of the past. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. Okay, the eagle is supposed to be, of course, the eagle can eat rabbits. So the rabbit's always reminding us of death. Like, oh, you can't go that way because there's harm there. It's this worrying mind, right? He talks and talks and talks, so that it's a nagging, right? This isn't you. It could be a person around you that's kind of has this rabbit-like energy. What else about this rabbit? The energy of a rabbit when it's balanced, however, is sensitive. It's a problem solver, and it's a good listener, okay? So this might be a time for you to figure out how to listen more. Maybe listening more to your inner self. Or if you're finding yourself when you're communicating with other people, you're talking fast, and therefore your thoughts are not getting out clearly, or people are not hearing or able to listen to you. Or you're finding yourself over explaining yourself, feeling the need to say more than is needed. Okay, so what could be necessary is just a moment of silence, just a day to yourself, okay, where you're just taking some time to rest from your inner thoughts and the inner chatter, the inner, you not being able to, you're talking too much, or other people being around you just talking too much, okay? So let's go ahead and get into a past, present, future, and then we'll do some clarifiers, and we'll also specifically talk about your relationship, Sag, because we got to know what's going on. In the past energy, we have the 4 of Wands coming out, okay? Your present energy, let's see, we have the 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. And in the possible future, if all turns out well, we had too many cards come out, just one card, Spirit. Okay, just one card for the future, and I'll also pull an advice, okay, for this overall general reading we're doing. King of Wands is your future and your advice. Advice for my Sag. We had the Sun card come out. Lovely Leo energy with the Sun. Beautiful. Let me get a sip of water. I hear my voice going out. I don't know what's going on. Okay. 4 of Wands in the past. 4 of Wands lets me know that there was some building of some foundation Likely a partnership between you and another person. So there was just this partnership. This was some mutual coming together, celebrations, but these things always with this type of energy, it can be a temporary energy. So there was some celebrating of the past going on between you and another individual. Can we get a little bit more specific about this joining, this coming together? And it could have just been you in general, just building your foundation. Okay. Wow, we had this coming out in reverse, the 5. I'm sorry, not the 5. I always want to call this a 5 because I want to change. 7 of Swords, because I always want to change out of this energy. But in reverse, it's like there was some coming together, because if there was at first some deception or dishonesty or lies or that energy around us, like in the past, those things would have been mended together. Okay, this energy was fixed. There was communication. The communication had happened. If there was some fickleness, yeah, like moving forward, I'm seeing it, Sag, like moving forward, there's this change, this evolution of getting out of this this kind of fickle energy, this is it over explaining, or like over, I don't even know. Yeah, people, I mean, if there were lies, there would be over explaining for the lies. I mean, once you tell one lie, you got to keep telling lies. And I feel like, but there's a movement out of that energy, right? There's a movement out of dishonesty, and there was family coming together. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that definitely with this 10 of Pentacles here. There's clearly a building of abundance. And there's a joining of all family, all members, all the pets is in the house. Everybody's kind of gotten together. Things got together. Abundance came through for this 10 of Pentacles here. So that's cool. Let's continue to get into the 10 of Pentacles energy in this present time. What is this going on here specifically? Okay, we have 5 of Cups and the Chariot card come out. Definitely movement over obstacles, okay? Overcoming the past. There was some past hurt, just past wounds, letting those things go, finding the strength to overcome that energy. And that's why this abundance has happened. This happiness and this joy has begun to take place, because you're moving out of this energy, Sag, and moving into the future. It's like you're moving into some leadership, definitely moving into a strong, powerful leadership where people are looking up to you as a person who has all the answers. You may be coming off a bit strict. The energy feels a little strict though, a little fiery. Okay, yes, in the workplace. So this could be what people are doing to you. This is a leader who is wow, this leader is they could be just a little mean, just a little angry. Like, this is how they lead, like being hard all the time and a bit harsh. And it's like, okay, like that's not how you're going to get people to work with you. Okay, so this could be you, or this could just be a boss or energy that is around you, or someone that you're working with. And it could be frustrating, because if you have moved out of it, if it was a partnership and now you're moving, and you've been moving to an energy where you've really been mending that, that's going to be pretty rough. That, is like, I guess the other partner or however just got back into they're back on this seat. They're back in this strong power, and it's just, all right, let's get more into this King of Wands, because the 3 of Pentacles came out. What more did you have to say for my Sag with this 3 of Pentacles spirit? More here. Okay, we have the High Priestess coming out in reverse. I'm sorry, my deck was upside down. I mean, but listen, the energies is still the same. She's upright. Listen, because something's hitting here, okay? Something is not being shared, said. There must be some secrets, because now the cooperation has been thrown off. So, listen, word of advice clearly was to stay in the light, to stay in the sun, to stay positive. to stay strong. I mean, with the Leo energy and the sun here, this is a very strong person. They are thick-skinned, not allowing this energy is just beginning to come up in the mix. And look, we have the Emperor here at the bottom. It's just such somebody's closing something off. There's an authoritative person who is being very strict. Yeah. And it's like they're pulling the wall and a barrier up between something that you can do. And maybe that's where this rabbit energy is coming from, is making you or someone or something is feeling inferior. And this might be causing the stagnation and not being able to move forward. But you have the strength to overcome your obstacles. Do not allow the emotional hurt or pain to keep you from moving forward. This is what you need to overcome, because your abundance is right there. Or this, whatever is coming together, that thing that you want. There is, though, an energy of someone who's forcefully trying to block that from you, but it's still there, okay? Let's get more into the advice. Spirit, what more advice do you have for my Sag? Okay, yeah, just leave that behind. It's time to leave those old feelings and those old emotions related to this circumstance that is blocking and holding you back. Is to leave it behind. The feelings associated with it, the past hurt, or even if it was good, emotional feelings and things like that. It's a new beginning. It's a new future. You see with the young person here, this is so youthful. It's a new energy to move forward, okay? And actively move forward. There's action here. Okay, so this might be a literal physical thing that you have to do. If you literally physically have to get away from this person or this energy, all right? All right, let's get into your relationships. I felt like that was about a relationship, so it might even, if you stay for the second half of this, it might even be more clarity that comes about, because that was about you and some specific individual, and it could be related, I'm hearing, to your work life, to your home life, okay? All right, Spirit, let's continue here for my Sag, getting into their love. What is going on in the love department? And I'm also going to re-pull an animal card for you. I'm gonna keep the same overall oracle energy, okay? But let's go ahead and pull another animal, because what's going on in the love life, the love department for my Sag? What's going on, Sag? What animal card is my Sag? The otter. I saw the otter. I love when this card comes out, because the otter is blissful, happy, joyful. Like when you see an otter playing in the water, they're so cute. Okay, they're so cute. Okay, so that puts me in a good spirit. All right, let's read otter. Let's read them. Okay. And this could be the energy that you're in or you're needing to take in. But we'll read it all both ways, okay? The otter is unobstructed joy, meaning there's no structure to their joy. They're just having fun, okay? They're not making fun. It's just playful and it's contentment, okay? So it's absolute bliss, playful as a child, and they just have a reverence for life, okay? So when this card comes about, it may make you think about, what would life look like? What would it take to bring me there, to have more joy without doubt, worry, or skepticism? So when it's in balance, it's full of love and it needs nothing, okay? When it's out of balance, there's gloominess, sighs, make silly faces, because, it's that fake joy. It's that, but you're not really feeling it inside, okay? So we need to bring that into balance, and somebody needs a dance party. That's what it said in the book. I mean, listen, but dancing is great, okay? Dancing, music are like the best things you can ever do to get you out of if you're in a bad mood. Even if you're listening to sad music, I'm just saying. It all works the same, okay? But yeah, music, dance, get up, move, and have fun. But let's get into the reading for my Sag and see what is really going on. Past, present, future, spirit. What is the past, present, future for love life? We got 3 of Swords coming out. That's why the Otter's here. Because you need a little joy. You need some love, okay? Because the past was a broken heart. Okay, some healing here. Whenever there's a 3 of Swords energy, there's other parties involved. Okay, there's also like a hurt of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. That's what I always see when I see 3 of Swords coming out. So that's what was going on in the past. What is this present energy for my Sag? What is the present energy for my Sagittarius spirit? Present energy for Sagittarius for this month of July. We have Ace of Swords, okay? Some communication, some clarity, some truths, okay? So this is awesome. I mean, this is great energy because 3 of Swords, there's likely no clarity at this time because we're very much in our heart. We're in our feelings. We're in the pain of it. So you're coming into some clarity and some understanding in your love life and your relationships, or some communication maybe coming through. We'll clarify a little bit more of that in the future. Wow, even more clarity, okay? And more understanding, okay? 8 of Wands and movement, okay? It's like some guidance, okay? Maybe your spirit guides or something is like you have all the tools because you've learned a lot of lessons. That's what I see when I see 8 of Wands. It's like all of the tools. Excuse me. You got all of the tools, all of these newfound lessons and these newfound strengths, okay, in a way, and you're able to move forward in a different way in your relationships. All right, and word of overall advice for my Sag. Word of overall advice. We have 8 of Swords coming out, and already I heard do not let yourself get back into that stuck energy. Don't go backwards, okay? And if there's something that you need to see, is some truth that come out that you do not want to acknowledge, it's time to accept the truth, okay? And not to be afraid to walk in the feelings of that truth and how it makes you feel and things like that as well, okay? Let's continue to clarify. But wow, with all of these swords here, lots of mental activity going on. Okay, so what I am getting from the, see why this outer spirit kind of did come out is like there's a need to get out of the head, okay, and to get into the heart, to get into the feeling matters of things, okay, and to also just not take it so seriously. There is just so intense. All right, but let's get into this 3 of Swords. What was this 3 of Swords energy from the past, okay, for my Sag, okay? Wow. We have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords coming out here. So what I'm getting is that there might have been a movement from some kind of fulfillment. Something that was fulfilling, something that did bring you joy, and you had to leave it, you had to let it go because maybe it brought joy and maybe a bit of pain as well, or there was just maybe a lot of emotional ups and downs. It just didn't fulfill clearly with the 9 of Cups. There's still 1 cup that is sort of missing from this energy, but I feel like, you know, there was somebody had to leave a situation and let something go. And it's just been really sad. It's been a sad movement forward. But didn't have a choice. Something was had to let go. Spirit, what else do you want to tell me here? So much movement. Okay. 2 of Cups, Chariot coming out. Okay. Cancerian energy here. With the Chariot card. So there could have been movement from, it could have been an ending of a relationship for someone, or maybe someone moved a long distance away. I'm also getting, there's just also just movement over all of the obstacles and the changes, and it's also just someone's stuck in the pain of it, okay? And they're not seeing the light. The light is coming, okay? Or that's what it is. It's movement towards the light. Okay? And it's being found in this present energy now. This is our present energy in the Ace of Swords, because you're trying to get clarity. You're trying to get understanding. Like, if there's not physical movement, it's like emotional. And it's like you're searching for it. You might be searching for it from the other person to understand what the heck is going on, or just inside, and that's kind of what has you stuck. But you're gaining the strength, and you're searching for it. You're finding it. You're going to find that strength. You're finding that clarity and that truth. It may be a hard truth, but just make sure you look at it, because remember, that was our word of advice. Okay, because with this Eight of Swords, I am kind of getting an abandonment, left behind, pushed away. So, but there's a truth. There's some understanding. There's a lot of information to be understood and learned here, but you have to take off the blindfold, unravel the strings that you got yourself tied up in, and feel your feelings, or step out of them if you're too deep in them. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this Ace of Swords. What is this truth that will be coming through? What is this communication, this information, Spirit? Okay. We have the Two of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, okay? So, I am getting the energy that someone maybe moved away. And there could be a plan. The truth is, do I wait for them? That's what I'm getting. This person is like, do I wait? Like, is this the right thing to do? There's a surrenderance here with the Hangman energy, because there is an aha. And I think the great thing here, Sag, is that you are willing to see this truth. You are, okay? You're going to surrender, and what is going to come through is just great with this. It'll be whatever you want it to be, in the sense of whatever that dream is, that thing that you would like to manifest in your relationships. You're going to receive that, okay? But it will take surrendering and accepting what it is, and then acknowledging, okay, this is the situation here. That's what it's going to be. Spirit ain't telling me exactly what it is. They're more so giving me advice and letting me know that it's going to come through clear, okay? It's going to come through clear, as well as physically. Okay, it's going to be something that physically manifests. Spirit ain't telling me what it is, but you're going to move towards it. There's going to be physical movement in the future to go get it. Okay. I feel like somebody might move to be with that person, or the person's going to move back. I'm getting just such an energy of somebody moved away and left me. Or something's moved, shifted. All right. And for you to be with this person, or for this to work out, there needs to be some kind of planning. We got the Three of Swords coming out again. Yeah. And if it could be a situation of someone leaving somebody for another person. That could be a situation here. But this, because Three of Swords popping out twice. All right, let's move on. Eight of Wands. What is this possible outcome in the future? This thing that my Sag is moving towards. What is this possible outcome to the future, and what we are moving towards? Spirit. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Fool, okay? You might not feel like this thing that you're moving towards is the right thing to do, is the energy that I'm getting. Like, I don't have the support nor the resources but are we taking the risk? You might be taking a risk with nothing, okay? With nothing showing that this is the right thing to do, but it's a spiritual guidance. There's something spiritual being guided here to take the risk against the odds that, you know, but there's change, but there's risk, but there's opportunity for something different. That's for sure. Okay. What more advice? Because we had this 8 of Swords come out, Spirit. What advice, further advice do you have for my Sag in regards to their relationships? In their relationships here, Spirit. What final advice? Wow. King of Swords, King of Pentacles in the middle of the Sun, air sign, earth sign. There is some brightness to this. There's a brightness between the energy of these two kings, a partnership that has the light shining down on them and the possibility of making it work with clear communication and building together, right? I mean, the sun between them is just beautiful. I really like that. I really like this it's like the way for this to work, I'm sorry. The way for this to work is communication, for one, being clear and honest, direct, straightforward, because that's what the sun is direct. It don't hide. Everything is out, you know. So everything needs to come out in the open. Everything needs to come out into the open. Okay? And with the King of Swords, if it's not serving, it needs to be cut away. Okay? But and with clear honesty. And there's also flow here. This is a fluid king. This king he can flow with it. So flexibility. And stability and building of abundance. And if someone's being a bit stubborn, stuck in old ways, there's a need to get out of that energy as well. That's what I just heard of advice. Okay, Sag, so that is your reading. 27 minutes. I can't even believe. Thank you for checking out my channel. Please do like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.